Hello and welcome to Business Today. I'm Siddharth Zarabi and you're watching our special programming for you on our YouTube channel, the show called Rajniti. And on today's episode, I'm going to go off pure politics and pure policy and bring to you something about what we at Business Today have called in the past the battle of the super apps. And what are these super apps and why am I taking up this topic today? The reason is very simple. Tata, the largest industrial group, a conglomerate which is a salt to software conglomerate, has announced and unveiled on the app stores its new app. It's Tata Neu, spelt as N-E-U. And this super app is the latest offering in a multi-billion-dollar e-commerce market where we have the likes of Amazon, we have the likes of Flipkart backed by Walmart. These are two American giants who are fighting for the mind space and wallet share of the Indian consumer. And then we have literally dozens of other apps, but there are only a few super apps. If you take a look at Paytm, which is backed by money from other parts of the world, including Chinese funds, as well as some other platforms, including one of the biggest of them all, Jio, from the Reliance Industrial Empire. The battle of the super apps in India is really heating up with the advent of the Tata Neu app. And remember, Tatas have made a big consumer play as a group in the last few months. Not only have they decided to launch this app as their next major step to take their retail ambitions into the e-commerce market of India, and it will actually in some ways shape up as a big battle between Mukesh Ambani, the Jio-led initiative, the two American giants who are already deeply invested in the Indian markets, and now the Tatas, one of the most trusted brands and consumer as well as business products that dominate several spaces that they operate in. They do automobiles, they do software, they do chemicals, salt, and if you recall, they've also made one of the biggest investments in the aviation space. They have purchased Air India from the government of India. They are already investors in Vistara and they had a stake in a third airline as well. So the app, and this is what I'm going to show you now. It's been live for just practically a few hours, and this app obviously has a lot riding on it when it comes to expectations from the market and the desire that people have. So let's get this started for you. And if you have comments about what this app is, go download it from app stores and tell us, and we'll try and get those questions answered. So here's and I'm going to request my cameraman to try and show this as best as he can. This is the landing screen of the app, and on top there is, of course, a rolling banner which talks about deals and 50% discounts, and obviously that is part of marketing strategy. I logged on to this. It was a pretty easy login experience. I downloaded it. The app recognized my name. It connected with the phone, obviously. And the only thing that I needed was an OTP. That OTP came. The app was able to lift that OTP pretty quickly. It happened on the second effort, but that could be a reason due to network connectivity, nothing to do with the app. So you see a bunch of offers right at top in terms of the masthead of the app. And below that, scan and pay, send money, pay bills and finance. So these are the four key verticals that this app, Tata Neu app, has decided to start with on the home screen, on the home page. And below that, a new pass. Now, in the age of cryptocurrencies, of coins and tokens and NFTs, there's a bit of an innovation which is new coins. And this, after I logged in, for some reason, I think this is an initial offer, I've been given 7,506 coins. And it says earn 5% or more new coins on Tata Neu. One new coin is equal to 1 rupee. New coins will be valid for 1 year. So I really need to check this whether this is equivalent to 7,506 rupees. If that is the case, that's a pretty decent sign-up offer, early bird offer, but I don't know if that is the case. We'll wait for the company to talk about what their marketing strategy is, but it's very clear that it's designed towards a millennial shopper, and the effort is to try and give him or her everything in one place. And if you flip the page, there are certain crucial features that are linked to the bigger Tata ecosystem. You have grocery, one of the most important purchase things that happens, and this app is loading as far as the grocery bit is concerned. And here you have it again, led by sales, the biggest sale of the season, a big sale up to 50% off, and you can see a auto roll feature, and you can shop by category as well. So the feel really, and let's click on flights and see if Air India, and by the way, I haven't, this is the first time I am doing a dive into this. So it brings up what are clearly my personal details, and I'll make sure that they don't go out on air, but it gives details. It's pulled my date of birth, it's pulled my email ID, my mobile phone, and my name, and it just wants to give me, ask for my title. Flights, again, look at Vistara and Air India and AirAsia. This will be a unique feature. Similarly, I just want to take a quick look at health, for example, and you can buy medicines. So it says order now with a prescription. There's a flat 25% discount. You can call to get medicines. That's a quick look at the Tata app. What I'm going to try and do is, for those of you who use Amazon, this may be something that you already know, but here's a look at the Amazon app, which I'm looking at from my colleague Franklin Nigam's phone. So take a look at this. He's set it to Hindi, which is great. And if you can see all the standard features being there, and Amazon also has nice pictures. So on that basis, there isn't much of a differentiator, but I would say that the Tata Neu app has a certain differentiator, a more cooler vibe in terms of colors and looks. Amazon is the dominant e-commerce app in India. I don't need to go into the features, but a couple of the features were different as far as the Tata Neu app is concerned. Let's now try and take a look at the Jio app, and as you can see, the Jio app, we are trying to, again, this is a network issue where not all the images loaded in the first instance, but don't blame the app for that. Again, you can see these decks and sort of icon driven elements, and there is of course the account details that you have. As far as Jio is concerned, Jio has mobile, fiber, music, and UPI payments as the 4 or 5 top items. I want to take a quick final look before I wrap up this at and compare this with Paytm, which was one of the earliest apps that we used soon after demonetization, and Paytm took off. Now take a look at Paytm. Very functional. Quick to load because there isn't too much graphical or visual elements. It's a lot of text, very small icons. It's an interface that many of us know, and if you can see, there's a certain form factor which we have gotten used to because Paytm has the advantage of time, and that would apply to Flipkart as well as Amazon. So it's just very early days as yet. We haven't heard details from the company. This is literally just hours old, and it will take a deeper dive to get a sense of how the competitive dynamics will shape up. But all I want to emphasize as I wrap this up is the Tatas have a distinct advantage over pretty much everyone else who is fighting for mindshare and wallet share of the Indian middle class. Whatever be the numbers, 400 million, 500 million, 600 million, it's one of the largest markets as far as consumer retail is concerned. And the Tatas have dozens of consumer products. They have large companies in their stable. And that's why this salt to software empire, if there's anyone else who can make a crack and challenge the dominance of the existing players in the market, I would put my money on the Tatas. But the Indian consumer is very fickle. He has different tastes, is very choosy. Our digital payments have now taught average Indian users and given them a huge amount of access and knowledge as far as digital purchasing is concerned. Data costs are very low. So it looks easy, but it's not that easy as well. The experience, the delivery experience, the ability to continuously offer discounts and retain subscribers is very, very significant. The biggest question will be, how much will the Tatas be willing to burn in terms of offers, unlike some other apps, and whether that will make a key differentiator as far as the number of subscribers who take up this new app is concerned. But this is a launch on the 6th day of the Navratra. We'll have to wait for many weeks and months to see how well this latest offering from the Tatas does in the market. It's not a standard pitch for any item. It's just a comparison. Do keep that in mind. And if you have feedback as a user, do share it with us. Till then, goodbye. We'll catch you on the other side of another episode. Do like, share, and subscribe Business Today. Goodbye.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.